Good defensive play, sets up Kadri. And now another chance for Gritton. Spun it and got a bounce. That's his first NHL goal in his debut. Matt Gritton banked it off Noah Philp, and the Flames have sliced the gap to 3-1. Mark Stewart found more positional play on the PK. Here's a shot by Kadri. Skinner got a piece, digging, swatting, and scoring.
He batted that one out of the air.
Zary. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the 50th three-point game of his career. Zary launches one toward the other net. Skinner misplayed it and had it poked in by Blake Coleman. This game is tied. Kadri less than 20%, just 7 for 39 in his career to win it for Calgary. Backhander score! And in the 8th round, the Flames complete the comeback from 3-0 down and prevail in the Battle of Alberta 4-3 on opening night in a shootout.
Hitting the stick on it. Puck comes back to Farabee. Drops Sharangovich in the slot. Frost covered by Coots. Frost gets back, shoots, deflects, they score! Morgan Frost puts it in.
Well, Farabee was standing right in front.
Nothing in Vancouver. Frost to Kadri, lots of room, sets up Farabee to the side. Coronado scores! Power play goal, and the Flames are ahead 1-0. But maybe some solace in the fact that they've created a lot. Puck ricochets. Here comes Coronado. Some room. Coronado off the post. He scores! What a shot! Backlund into Weegar. Fakes it. Backward shoots. Scores! Michael Backlund with a beautiful shot. 1-0 Flames. Leans on his man. Wins the puck against Korzak. Now Coleman shoots, scores! Blake Coleman, 2-0 Flames. That one airborne for a moment. Lands in the lap of Anderson, moves it to Weegar. Kadri calling for it, gets it into the slot. Now to Frost. Backdoor Anderson, they score! Rasmus Anderson. Power play goal. Flames lead at 1-0. Kadri back to the line. Weegar. Again Kadri. A little behind the back play. Huberdeau scores in the lineup for the first game this season, and Huberdeau ties it at 1. Kirkland. Cornerboard bounce for Lomberg. Klapka takes over. Uses that frame to the line. Anderson scores! Staring him down is Anderson. And he gives the Flames a 1-0 lead. Thompson lost it. Clark alone shoots, scores! It alive. On to Frost. Settles for Parekh. Swings over to Kadri. Back to Parekh. Now to Frost. Frost saves Kadri. One-timer scores! Power play goal. His first of the season. And Calgary leads 1-0. Honzik did though. Honzik keeps the play going. Coleman back with some room in. Deeks scores! What a goal by Michael Backlund. And the Flames within 1. Looking for his second of the night. Ball to Backlund off his skate. Threw it in front. Coleman scores! Big kill, big goal from Blake Coleman. Calgary within 1. Into the Rangers zone. Spots the man late. Hanley shoots and off the stick of Hoffman, who's back in the Rangers lineup. Huberdeau drop pass. Calgary scores! Goals in back-to-back games for Nazem Kadri. The Flames lead at 1-0. for Nazem Kadri does the trick. And a great move around Lafreniere to open up some space. Back to the line, ball, wrist shot, scores! 2-0 Flames, thanks to Kevin Ball. Broad daylight opening for the Rangers. Flames trying to make them pay after missing that one. Zary out in front, Chernovic scores! Now Zibanejad fanned on it, 2-on-1 shorthanded from the Flame zone. Coleman up ice, has Backlund. Coleman carries in to Backlund. Coleman scores! What a finish on the shorty! Coleman back up ice. That one knuckled. Backlund scores! They reunite and find another goal. 5-1 Calgary. Kadri navigating, comes to Frost, he scores! Off the post and in for Morgan Frost, and Calgary leads it 1-0. Getting the win with the skate blade with the Calgary Flames off the dot. Kirkland coming in with Farabee, some room. Farabee jams and scores! There it is for Joel Farabee. He's got the go-ahead goal in this one. Honzek alone shoots, scores! First NHL goal for Sam Honzek, and it was worth the wait. Chernovic into the corner, back to the line. Weegar. Now Farabee across, and that wrister scores! What a shot by Chernovic, and a power play goal opens it up for Calgary. Out of the corner. Backhander now to Coronado, and still loose. Coronado scores! Clogging up the middle. It worked for Huberdeau to take that puck away from Sanderson. Now on to Kadri. Back to Huberdeau, back to Kadri, scores! What a play by Huberdeau, and a finish from Kadri. Flames back out in front.
And I bet you that lit a fire under him. And he's been good.
Up the boards, Bean tries a shot. There it is! They beat Saros, and the Flames are on the board. Thanks to Huberdeau at the side of the net. Kadri. One-timer set up. Farabee scores! Joel Farabee brings the Flames within one. York, a shot, right pad saved by Wolf. Boy, did he ever pick that up well through traffic. Steered the rebound away also. Huberdeau scores! Hot shot from Huberdeau, surprise Kolosov, and Calgary has a 1-0 lead.
Big reason why they've only given up 12 shots. Obviously the shot blocks, but down low, all kinds of support.
Weegar scores! Mackenzie Weegar gets the puck through, and Calgary makes it 2-0 in the third. Puts the head down. On the backhand, protects that puck. Coronado swings to the line. Huberdeau, his shot, scores! Morgan Frost! And the Flames are up to a 1-0 lead.
We're aware of that, and let's not do what we did for Michael Bassett.
Weegar to the line, and Greaves a little contact there. With Backlund, and Coleman scores! 2-0 early. Calgary, a hot start. Gretzky was coming in for the line. This could be numbers for Calgary. Farabee with Kadri. Farabee into Kadri. Shoots, scores! Slomberg might get there. He did. Off his stick. Kuznetsov finds Klapka. Another odd man rush. 2-on-1 Flames. Klapka shoots, scores! Take time off the clock. Now it's swung to the net, and they score! Michael Backlund puts the finishing touches. It's a hop off the end boards off the back of the net. Pahal stretches out, Coronado in. Coronado shoots, scores! Matt Coronado breaks through, and the Flames have found a goal. Flames have something to show for their efforts. See if they can build on that. At the line, Anderson puts it on, scores! Rasmus Anderson, and the Flames go back-to-back in the second. Nearly turned over at the end of the shift by Zeri. Now it is turned over. Coleman alone. Shoots, scores! Blake Coleman with the beauty. Flames lead it 1-0. Wolf keeps it moving. Backlund will clear. Hustling up. Ponzik, empty net. Scores! 1-0 Winnipeg. Pahal, low and wide, Bean. Shoot, scores off the stick. Stanley on the reverse, Shen. Flames have the Jets hemmed in a bit here. Coronado to ball, one-timer. Tipped in front, scores! Morgan Frost, redirection. Tied it up at 2. Huberdeau. Traffic in front, doesn't shoot. Anderson does. Stop, scores! Coronado ties the game!
Sure be nice. Give the Flames a real boost. Jolt of energy if they can get on the scoreboard here.
Kadri cross, Coronado scores! What a setup from Kadri, and Coronado gets the Flames on the board.
Is he ever? I don't see him coming out of the lineup tomorrow. I think he's going to be right there.
Anderson scores! Rasmus Anderson with the stare down in Chicago has tied it up for the Calgary Flames. Kadri works it down low. Sharangovich back up the boards to the line. Ball once more. Ball, a heavy shot stop. Rebound is there. They score. Rasmus Anderson in back-to-back games. Tonight, he'll open it up in Buffalo. Drop for Sharangovich. Back to Kadri. Nice little pass. In front, Farabee scores. Joel Farabee. The Syracuse boy lights the lamp. 2-0 Calgary. Hanley on it, up to Huberdeau. Now Coronado, back to Huberdeau. Huberdeau drags, throws it across, they score! What a play by Huberdeau to find Morgan Frost. And Calgary swings up 3-2. Finishes the check hard against Byram, who made the play. Flames keep it in. Zeri stood up by Tage Thompson. Loose puck between the hash marks. Now Anderson shot, and tapping it in, Backlund scores! Came right out to Michael Backlund, and the captain has given the Flames a 2-goal lead. 10 minutes remaining in this game. And a play up ice, Farabee by Nady. His shot scores! Joel Farabee, second of the game, and a big one for the Flames in Buffalo. And I would add to that, the Flames cashing in on some of their opportunities, of course, but you're right. They've dialed it in here, and Coronado chopping wildly at it, and that goes in! Matt Coronado scores the strangest one in his career, off the glass, off the Sabres, and in the back of the net. It is the Flames' night tonight. Anderson on to Huberdeau up top, into the middle. Kadri down low, Coronado drag play, scores! To Sharangovich. Out of Kadri on the Flames power play. Anderson shot, scores!
Johnson snaps it right in.
Nazem Kadri, who has a shootout winner this year. Over the boards for the Flames. Kadri in, Deeks backhand, scores! What a goal from Nazem Kadri, who dusts it off. Frost had his stick tied up in the corner, so couldn't get to that puck. Coronado at the line, holds it in. Good power move there by Coronado. Frees up Anderson. His shot tipped in. Frost scores! Morgan Frost ties it up. Flames on the board. Going to work now, Coleman. On the outside of Elias Pettersson. Coleman beating the front. One-handing it on Backlund. And Zary scores! His first since the opener, Connor Zary elated to give the Flames a 2-1 lead. Joel Farabee around. Anderson's got to hustle. He gets there. Plays it up to Kadri. Top of the zone. Now the ball coming in. His shot scores! Joel Farabee on the doorstep, but I think Ball gets another goal. Kadri top of the circle. To Anderson, a blast. Sharangovich scores on the rebound. 4-1 Flames. And they are on a roll in Vancouver. It's the Canucks' turn, and Backlund will break this up. On a steal from Besser. Backlund shorthanded. Tacoma scores! What a play!
Keeps that puck away from Devin Cooley, bounces right to Joel Farabee. He's got some company. Look at the hustle from Weegar trying to make it up, but he fans away, but then Farabee scores! Shorthanded goal breaks the Vasilevsky shutout, and the Flames are on the board to start the third.
Marchand tried to make a move to the inside. Good stick work there from Kuznetsov to break it up. And he'll advance this into the Panthers zone. His shot scores! Jan Kuznetsov, first NHL goal. And the Flames are on the board in Sunrise. Out of a crowd, Backlund cuts behind Tarasov. Backlund taking a look. Has Zary. Goes to the point. Weegar shoots. Scores! Mackenzie Weegar, first of the season against his former team, and he ties it up at 2. 32 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Huberdeau returns to Kadri. Anderson, one-timer, stop, rebound, Frost scores! Morgan Frost on the power play gives the Flames a 1-goal lead. Kadri down on the ice, Farabee finds it. To Anderson, holds now, shoots, tip, Kadri scores! Nazem Kadri breaks out of a 10-game goalless slump and gives Calgary a 2-goal lead. Over to the side, and what a play in tight by Sharangovich, might have saved a goal. Flames trying to get after that puck with the empty net. They'll score! Joel Farabee, his 100th NHL goal. Left pad stopped by Saros. Kadri set up in tight, and Frost scores. Morgan Frost will break the shutout bid, and Calgary on the board with the power play goal. Cross ice, skate the stick for Coronado. Now to Anderson jumping in. Rasmus Anderson curls around. Anderson! Stop, point blank, rebound! Huberdeau scores! Middleton nearly stolen to keep it alive. Frost floats it. Coronado shoots, scores! Beautiful goal. Frost to Coronado. The Flames take back a 1-goal lead. Surveys, turned it over. Michael Backlund jams him up. 2-on-1 the other way. Coronado, Coleman to Zary. Shoots, scores! Shoots, stop Wolf on the right pad, rebounds Zuccarello, stop Wolf again, in the butterfly, Anderson, empty net, bouncing puck, he scores! Utah starts with the puck. Sharangovich trying to get it back into that Utah zone, it'll bounce behind, Vanacek, and they score right off the hop! Sergachev breaking up. The one-timer was Rasmus Anderson. Wanted to go to Coleman. Now Zary shoots, scores! Kuznetsov shot tipped, and Sharangovich got a piece, sent that one over top of the net. Uyghur's blast, tipped in front, Sharangovich scores! Another opening goal from Yegor Sharangovich. Calgary leads it 1-0. Calgary one-timer, that shot blocked. Timmins got in the way. Anderson on the 5-on-3 to Coronado. Back to Anderson. Lets it go. Tipped in. They score. Rasmus Anderson on the power play. 2-0 Flames. Anderson makes a shot on the Calgary. Not much time on the 5-on-3. Frost sending it up. Coronado side door. Huberdeau scores. Calgary's been the better team for a large part of this one. It is a bit of a disjointed game, but they're looking to go back on the attack. Sharangovich out in front. Calgary scores! What a setup from Farabee. Coleman up ice. Coleman, some room in tight. Stop Luukkonen. Rebound, scores. Kuznetsov finishes it off.
Hey, if you have possession, it's a smart play.
Flames steal, Backlund, empty cage to salt this away, scores! Wouldn't that have been something?
Right, I just had a feeling there was going to be more scoring opportunities. Zucker had a great chance.
Empty net, scores! Sharangovich started it, and he'll finish it for Calgary. Trying to change part of this game for the Flames. Farabee and shoots, scores! Short-handed penalty shot going from Joel Farabee. Hard hit behind the net by Ball. Comfer looking for a penalty. Up the ice come the Flames. Kadri to Coronado, scores! Farabee sends it into the Detroit zone. Kadri buys lonesome in the corner. Works back to the line. Anderson now to Uyghur. One-timer, scores! Time tonight. They have been really good in this department since mid-November. There's 3 goals against allowed on the penalty kill since November 18th. Here's a short-handed right from center for Blake Coleman. In alone, shoots, scores! Short-handed goal from Coleman, his 3rd. Tied for the league lead and ties this game in LA. Knocked off stride. Frost stealing it 3-on-1 in overtime for the Flames. Frost to Huberdeau. Huberdeau to Frost, scores! Morgan Frost will end it for the Flames. 2 on the final in overtime. And the Downs are going to love that finish.
Yeah, it is the right call, but, you know, just the sentimental part of me, I've been hoping Cooley gets the start because it'd be kind of cool.
Hard one-timer, and that is in. A bar-down beauty. Blake Coleman continues his hot streak with a bullet in the throw to left pad stop by Dustin Wolf, and what became a odd-man rush. Now the other way, Lomberg has Rasmus Anderson. Lomberg shoots and scores! Ryan Lomberg ties it up. Huberdeau. Now Kadri scores! Nazem Kadri gets one back, and Askarov is claiming he wants to have a look at this. That's terrific. I think Ryan has helped develop or aid a lot of goalies.
Absolutely.
That one, what a pass by Rasmus Anderson for his 200th assist. And Michael Backlund appropriately finishes it off. Calgary lets it go. Redirects. Huberdeau. Frost resets to Anderson. Calgary again. Scores! Huberdeau nearly stole. He does now. Floats it back up the middle. Anderson up the ice to Coronado. Break it in. Shoots. Scores! What a shot by Coronado. Flames lead at 3-2. His shot blocked by Farabee. Got him in the right hand. Empty net coming up for Backlund. Looking for his second of the night. Scores! Now that is effort. Farabee and Backlund secure this one for Calgary. Barbershop. Now it's stolen. Flames in the other direction. Backlund to Zary. Toe drag right to the front. Schmidt is stopped. Backlund scores! Kuznetsov to Calgary. Back to Kuznetsov. To the line for Sharangovich. Across. Weegar to Kuznetsov. Shoots. Scores! Contact after the goal with Klapka on Schmidt. But it's roll the goal on the ice. And the Flames have a 2-0 lead. Hard hit by White Cloud. Vegas had the puck, but protected in the slot. And it's spun up to Zary, who's got Lomberg. A breakaway. Lomberg scores! Quick enough. Flames come back to it. Zary has to wait, though. Calgary changing. Calgary able to get back in. Weegar with Coleman on the net. Weegar. Cross ice! What a play to Coleman! And Backlund will finish it off. 200 NHL assist by Weegar in the process. In tight to the backhand. And closing on him was Mackenzie Weegar when it looked like there was no chance to get there. Farabee, shorthanded. Shoots. Scores! Coleman failed the first time. In desperation, here comes Huberdeau. Empty net. Huberdeau hauled down. And that's going to count anyway.
As the captain of the Flames. Banked away by Hyman, but recovered by Backlund. Got it back from Weegar. A one-timer score, and Calgary's tied it. The tip in front by Connor Zary.
Klapka around the corner. Kuznetsov trying to return it there. Klapka finds it, swings it, puncher, Govic shot, scores! Yegor Sharangovich gives the Flames a 1-0 lead. Klapka one-hands it. Kirkland nearly found it. Lomberg steals a low shoot. Scores! Flames change it up quickly. Michael Backlund has Klapka with him. Backlund into the trailer. Coleman back to Backlund. Coleman scores! Can't get to the inside against Zadorov. Switching from forehand to backhand was handling. Now Backlund to Coleman. Shoots and scores! Saddledome a buzz. Sharangovich in overtime. On to Weegar. Now Sharangovich shoots. Stop. Rebound. Score! Connor Zary. Overtime winner. Coleman, up ice, Flames out numbers, Coronado and Anderson. Coronado drops, Backlund scores!
I like to see both guys involved.
Weegar at the line, plays to Huberdeau, some traffic, and he scores! That was tipped in, I think Huberdeau saying. The Flames have added to their lead, and it might be Huberdeau's after all. Patient this Next group of power play attackers for the Flames. Zary, one-timer, Anderson scores! And he'll find a stare down in the front row. To the side, how did it fall all alone? Sharangovich robbed by Anderson. Sharangovich thought he had one. Uyghur test, Anderson blocker stop. Sharangovich again, scores!
You never know, but seems unlikely.
Blomberg disrupted off the post and in. What a goal from Connor Zary. 5-1 Flames. Going up against Holla. Frost wins it back. Uyghur, one-timer. Kuznetsov scores! What a blast! 1-0 Calgary early. Trying to work one in the national zone. Comes right back to him off of O'Reilly, who takes a good check at Coleman. Anderson alone shoots and scores! Flames pick it off. Backlund to Coleman. Coronado went down. Coleman scores! Corner by Kuznetsov.
We noticed that last game versus the Kraken. We talked about it a couple of times.
Blomberg, he can motor. His shot stopped by rebound. Klopka scores! Wolfer at the right pad down. Farabee on with Zary. Scores! Joel Farabee snuck one in, and the Flames have some life in the second. Down goes to Frost, and Sharangovich back to ball. His shot tipped on. Right pad stopped by Korpisalo, who tracked that well. Zary some room, walks in, shoots, scores! What a goal by Connor Zary! And there's some life for the Flames.
Kevin Hayes out there for his first shift since getting back in the lineup today. And a turnover and a clean breakaway from 120 feet out. Connor Zary scores! So Zary kickstarts Calgary. Less than 2.5 in. It's 1-0 Flames.
In the new year, trying to generate that break out of a 1-1 tie. Up the ice comes Anderson, drops it off. Coronado shoots, scores! What a shot by Matt Coronado. Columbus crease. Flames some pressure here. The man advantage. Down low, Backlund swings off a body, and Frost scores. Morgan Frost breaks a 12-game goalless slump, and Calgary on the board.
Calgary's going to go off and get an opportunity.
Flames on the power play, and a hard shot. They score. Rasmus Anderson will put the sword away as he ties it up for the Flames. Frost on to Rasmus Anderson, directing some traffic. Zary fanning out. He gets it from Frost. Back to Frost. Quick shot, stop, rebound. Jamming it in. They score. Michael Backlund will tie it up on the third Flames power play goal. It's been a long time since the power play connected like it did a game ago. Flames working around down low. Backhander drive by Zary. Denied, and Sharangovich will score. Sharangovich ties the game quickly, and the power play stays hot. Penalty kill of the hockey game in a 1-1 tie. Here's a steal. Moving in is Backlund. Short-handed breakaway. In alone, Deeks scores! What a goal from Michael Backlund! Short-handed to give the Flames a 2-1 lead. Hawks on the near side boards. Finding it is Sharangovich. He's got a man ahead. Coronado shoots, scores! Matt Coronado will put this one out of reach, and the Flames have a 3-1 lead. Sharangovich. Now to Coronado, fishes it out. Backlund cuts to the backhand. Off his stick to ball. Now to Anderson. Into Sharangovich. Scores! The hot streak continues for Sharangovich. Flames pushing back after the Islanders had a couple of good looks. Huberdeau trying to extend this zone time. Ball shot, tipped in, Tutka scores! Sending Waugh and the others ducking. That was a brave move. Kirkland now to Lombard. 2-on-1. Lombard to Kirkland. Scores! That setup works, and Kirkland makes it 3-0 Flames. He'll take a look ahead. Motor right through the middle, weave his way in, swings it over to Kadri, up top, Kuznetsov, scores! What a shot, Jan Kuznetsov, 4-0. Told Luke Hughes has gone to the Devils' room. Unclear on any further instruction. Kadri with some room coming in, feeds ball, back to Kadri, scores! Coronado, 10 seconds remaining. Coronado trying to draw one up, but ball lost it. Now Whitecloud shoots, tipped in, he scores! And he threw it back into the slot. Now the Flames might be able to rush ahead quickly with a couple of caps caught up ice. Frost scores! Watched by Lacombe, backlip, some room, drive, stop, rebound, and Dostal can't find it. Huberdeau scores!
Not so much for Anaheim.
Kirkland wins the draw. Klapka on to Brustevich. That one deflects in! And that's the first NHL goal for Hunter Brustevich. Setting up. Gritton back to Kadri. Looks across. Kadri hesitates. Gritton across. Coronado scores! Johansson swings up. That shot peppered on, and Cooley makes a stop against Juracek. Now the Flames move it in. Frost pulls, shoots, scores! Morgan Frost brings Calgary into the game with a goal in the third. Frost on the outside near boards. Backs it to Weegar. Huberdeau top of the circle to Coronado. Stop, rebound, Frost scores! Kuznetsov down. Gets it back. Plays to Weegar. Head up. Dishes over. Frost swings to Gritton. Scores! What a shot! Still in a 2-2 tie at the Saddle Dome. Off the skate a ball. He'll move it on to Backlund. Hard shot, nearly redirected. Farabee scores on the rebound!
And if you don't have to leave your feet, you don't have to.
Hanley on to Farabee. Joel Farabee, nice play to Calgary, scores! The former Leaf has the Flames on the board. As Kadri wins the faceoff back, Kuznetsov shot stopped by Wall. Trying to get to it was Zary. Stick was tied up. Farabee frees it up to Weegar. On to Kadri working down low. Across, Farabee scores! What a play from Kadri, and Joel Farabee brings the Flames within one. Working on their penalty kill. Kadri leads the Flames in. Gritton drops for Weegar. Swings over. Huberdeau shot. Scores! Jonathan Huberdeau opens it up in the Battle of Alberta.
Penalty kill, you can do a lot of good things, and all of a sudden one pass springs somebody.
Like this. Gritton behind it. He shoots. Scores! Not fake Gritton. Power play goal off a laser beam shot. attack. Kadri. Top of the circle. One-timer. White Cloud scores! That was tipped in. And Zary has got the Flames ahead by 2. Hustling in. His shot rising. And nearly fooled Jari, it appeared. Kadri. Bouncing puck. Kicked out again. Right pass save. Robert scores! Calgary gets the lead back for Ryan Lomberg. Bit closer to Dodger country. We are talking about baseball, but excited for that Jays season and the WBC.
Yes, indeed.
In the meantime, Flames come up with it, and Kadri scores! What a shot from Nazem Kadri, and he ties it up in San Jose. Now Smith nearly found a bouncing puck, but White Cloud able to keep it away. Backlund coming in for Calgary. Zary shoots, scores! Connor Zary with a hot shot gives Calgary a 2-1 lead. What a play to get that up the boards by White Cloud. Kadri took a high stick as he came in. Gets it back alone. Kadri scores! Second of the night from Nazem Kadri. Another beauty. And the Flames lead it by 2. Dig in, get it out, but San Jose with the empty net. That one jumps to Coronado. Now Backlund shoots for the empty net. Scores! Michael Backlund will add some insurance. Right through the legs of Klapka to Kuznetsov on an empty play from White Cloud, but didn't stay legal. Lomberg to Barabee, scores! Off the bench and in. And the Flames flex their muscles early against the Ducks. Gringovich down the boards. 20 seconds on the power play. Backlund sent it over. Oh, and a bouncing puck. Wobbling puck. Eluded Frost. Off the crossbar and in for Sharangovich, who scores. A bar down beauty from Sharangovich on the power play. Flames back in front 2-1. Klapka waiting for some support behind Frost. Coleman will find it. Puts it on. Frost scores! What a tip at that end from Morgan Frost. He ties it up for Calgary. Picked up by Allmark off a skate. Trying to come in as Gritton. Gritton finds it. Gritton in front. And Pospisil scores! Pospisil! 1-0 Calgary.
And Seth's going to be our guest in After Hours tonight. Make sure you're watching. Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Second period underway with action around the Hurricanes net. John!
And how about that in the back of the net for Ryan Strome, his first goal in his first game with the Calgary Flames. Coast-to-coast action. Coleman. Long-range shot, stop, rebound, Barabee scores! For Ryan Strome. Helps win this face-off for the Flames on the power play. Front shot was blocked. Frost shoots, scores! Morgan Frost on the power play. Flames relieve some pressure thanks to Frost, who skips it on to Bussey. And he'll swat that one up. Then Barabee testing Bussey, and Coleman scores! A mistake by the Hurricanes netliner. And Calgary increases their lead. Under 2.5 to go in the third. Barabee set up with a breakaway. Barabee in, Deeks scores! What a breakaway beauty from Joel Barabee. 5-3 Flames. Jam play and a left pad, then a right pad save by Thompson on Ryan Strome. Strome with it again up top. Now to Mata, cross ice, they score! Oh, what a play by Matt Gritton to find the top corner. And Gritton's goal gives Calgary some life. Flames have the 10th best PK on the road. The numbers. Anyway, here's Backlund shorthanded to Coleman. Shoot, scores! Blake Coleman his fourth shorty of the year, and the Flames within one to lead the league with 10. Flames now have 9, thanks to latest from Coleman.
What a game that was.
Farabee out in front, Sharangovich, another one! 2 shorthanded goals in the same penalty, and Sharangovich ties it at 3. Mammoth started that. Jack Hughes had to go off a skate right through the slot. Flames just trying to get something going here. Johnny Beecher might do that. Beecher in, shoots, scores! He does get it going. Johnny Beecher finds the 1-0 lead for the Flames. And nearly found it. Another great play at the line by Ball. That's 2 in the first period from Kevin Ball to keep the zone alive. Ball up top, shoots, scores off of Connor's stick. Ball blasts it in against his former team.
Wisely, in fact.
Now a steal for the Flames, moving in shorthanded. Beecher to the front, stopped by Markstrom. He scores a bank job on the rebound. Second of the night, this one shorthanded. Johnny Beecher on fire. How does he sneak in behind like that? Olsen. Now a 2-on-1, the Flames. Strome centered, and what a beautiful play to finish it off. Sharangovich, he might be back in time for Saturday's game. Backlund shoots, scores! .600 for Michael Backlund against his old buddy Markstrom. Coleman swings a backhander up to the point. Ball over to Mana. One-timer scores! Michael Backlund. Goals in back-to-back games. And now sole possession of 5th all-time. Flames history.
The Flames have been getting some good looks here the last few shifts.
Kuznetsov. Headman pass to Coleman in behind the knee. Shoots, scores! What a goal, Blake Coleman. And he brings Calgary within 1.
NHL, no penalty there that the fans wanted. Florida, by contrast, 390 and counting. That leads the league, and Buffalo second. In front, and they score. Set up beautifully for Frost, going to the goal. And it's 1-0 Calgary. Geometrically back for Edmondson over his stick, has to interfere a bit. But now the Flames come in with Coronado and scores. It's a 3-2 game. The Flames come right back.
Neighbors, one of those. Zary hustling into the St. Louis zone. On for Strome. Back to Zary. The backhand scores! Connor Zary opens it up for the Flames. 1 for 6 in his career in on Hofer. Farabee snaps it, scores! Jones. Losing it was Bennett. Coleman a steal. Advantageous are the Flames. Farabee shoots, scores! Coleman on the redirect. That's the opening goal for Calgary. Looked like that was a tic-tac-toe. Mana now to Klapka. That stun him. Caught him up in the shoulder. And a hard shot. Olofsson scores. First is a flame for Olofsson. And he'll try to want some room to make a decision on it. A little give and go back to Perek. His shot stopped. Rebound. Frost pushes it over. And Tarasov got a piece. And then Frost scores. Power play goal. Morgan Frost. 3-1 Flames. Back underway. Remaining on the power play of the Calgary Flames. Now with a 3-1 lead. Coronado behind the knee. Shoots. Scores! There's the shot and the finish. Coronado on the power play to Sharangovich. What a tip, but angled that one wide.
That was a real clever pass by Kevin Ball.
Olofsson scores! My goodness, what a rocket! And the Flames have tied it up. Sharangovich and White Cloud draw the helpers. And even up near the end of the first. Coronado to Frost, scores! the line is Backlund. Hard shot, scores! What a blast from Backlund! 3-1 Flames. Coming in for Calgary. Gritton, top of the zone. Pressured by Moser. Gritton gets through that. Centers for Strome. Scores! That puck is in! And Strome ends it with the overtime winner.
I hate to have to tell that person they're not in the lineup.
Yeah, lots of bodies around these days. Olofsson turns with a shot. Off the post and he scores! First as a Flame for Ole Mata ties the game. Looking for a sixth. Sharangovich into the corner. Perek, quick pass. Coronado doesn't shoot. To Perek. He scores! First goal on home ice for St. Perek. And he ties the game. Looking for his first shootout goal. The game on the line this season. Sharangovich on Kemper. Deke scores! It's not what he thought he was going to do. Bypasses Coleman. Backlund all the way down. Mata, bench changing. Hits the man right off it. Farabee in front. Coleman off the post and then he scores! His shot nearly a tip by Frost, couldn't angle it. Flames still have possession, no whistle. Coronado to Mata, now to Grant, he snaps and scores! His shot blocked as Canucks were able to stand in front of that. Frost near the end of the power play to Perek, point blank shot, rebound, Coronado scores! It up, 1-0 Flames. Backlund picked up that free puck on a fan. Hit the side of the goal. Whitecloud, shot tipped in front. And Farabee on the redirect makes it 2-0 Calgary. Well, he would have been home free. Sharangovich to the line. Mata shot, tipped in. Ryan Strome with the redirect and an early goal for the Flames in the second. Rustevich pulls up around Rossi. Now to Strome, his shot, blocker stop. Tolopilo and scoots in, and Calgary's got another. Ole Mata. 4-1 Flames. Victor Olofsson. So in comes Kevin Lankinen, who has started the last 5 in a row for the Vancouver Canucks. And a backhander, Frost beats him. And the Flames are pouring it on. Up ice. Frost on the Coronado. Over a stick, right to Perek, and shoots, scores! What a shot! St. Perek! To 55 straight victories. Calgary with Klapka, another look, he scores! Making 7 tonight.
Intended for Beecher, who has it now. He'll sling it to the wall. Malinsky hard pressed by John Beecher. Beecher now out in front. There's Hoffman. He scores! Brennan Hoffman with his first goal as a Calgary Flame. And with 16:23 left to go in the second period, picked up 11 of a possible 12 in that 6-game sequence. Olofsson with a shot stopped by Wedgwood. They score! Ryan Strome out in front.
Kolesar, who did change directions on it. Flames moving in on a 2-on-1. Frost, waits, shoots, scores! Morgan Frost picked his spot, and Calgary leads it 1-0.
I don't know if I've seen a goaltender one-handed to save a breakaway. Back the other direction. Coleman set up, shoots, scores! Blake Coleman on a beauty setup from Backlund. This is the first time Hart and Hill have been together in a hockey game this year. Coleman trying to test Hart, carries in, shoots, scores off the post. What a shot, Blake Coleman! And he restakes a one-goal lead for the Flames with an absolute burner.
Partially covered, Zellweger looking for the tip from Granlund, found it now, a breakaway, Farabee in behind the knee, Joel Farabee on the backhand, scores! Beautiful finish from Joel Farabee to tie the game up for Calgary.
And you can, some guys would maybe make the argument, well, we're not in a playoff position, what am I doing this for?
Strome shoots, scores! .500 is a goal for the former Duck in Anaheim. Farabee keeps this track beat going, 2-on-1. Farabee in, swings over, Gritton scores! Gritton with the goal off the hard work from Farabee, and the Flames have a 3-1 lead.
In that 6-2 loss.
A headman pass to Frost, in alone, deep shoots, scores! There is his 20th goal of the season for Morgan Frost.
Last minute 21.
Frost wins the draw, ball gets it out. Frost chasing after Leo Carlson. Nearly found it. Coronado does, but he hit Frost. Frost shoots and scores! Empty netter for Frost, his second of the game. And the Flames, they can breathe a bit easier. Quick playing game so far in Dallas. Bouncing puck perfectly. Papaka, his shot disrupted. And on the rebound, Farabee scores! Joel Farabee ties it up. Lapka pushed off, held it at the line. Flames with it. Sharangovich shot, scores! Sharangovich sneaks it through with Zary in front, and the Flames take a 2-1 lead. Recoil off the sideboards, it does, sets it up for Frost. Return to Gritton, down low Coronado, finds Parekh, his shot, scores! You had a feeling Zane Parekh would come up big, and he's got a goal to start the third period on the power play.
Calgary net empty, Gritton on to Frost. Into Coronado, robbed by Blackwood. Gritton puts it on, stop Blackwood, rebound, they score! Tyson Gross with his first NHL goal. Finds one for the Flames in Colorado. Didn't get that one cleanly towards the Seattle net. Coronado spins one off the skate right to Brstevich. His shot, scores! Hunter Brstevich opens it up for the Calgary Flames.
The all-class is Mackenzie Weegar. And choosing to waive the no trade tells you a little bit about that as well. Now an empty net, Coronado scores! 100th NHL point for Matt Coronado.
Spins back to the line. White Cloud shot rising, and that one missed high over top of Vanacek. Parekh banks it on, and the rebound scores! Zary will get credit for it. Picking up the pieces in front.
Good glove saved by Wolf.
This is a flipper for Coleman, but behind the knee, shoots, stop, that trickles in. Backlund scores, but he's pointing to Coleman, who ends up in the net. Bottom, Zary trying to change. Suniev motoring down the far side. Suniev has that puck stick with him to the line. Bahal, hard shot, scores! Break Bahal to the blast. 4-0 Flames. Draw to the left of Blackwood. Michael Backlund will take it off the faceoff win, and a tip in front. What a beauty for his 20th of the season, Blake Coleman. Down low, Gritton some time out in front. Coronado curls to the corner. Back to Matt Baker. Snaps it to the net. Frost tips it in. Scores! Absolutely. Parak started to drive down low. Pulls back up. Look at that elusiveness. Parak shoots. Scores! St. Parak!